Right, good morning and welcome back to my life. It's definitely turning to autumn now, all of a sudden. You know, all the trees are losing their leaves and going orange, and I don't want to miss it. I'd like to go to, there's like an abattoirum not too far away from me where there's just loads of trees. And I want to go there before I miss all the trees turning, because they do turn quite fast. I just went for a little walk down like the green area near where I live, and it was completely flooded. I guess we've just had a lot of rain recently. Yeah, it's quite a grey day today, kind of what you expect in autumn. But it is almost 9 o'clock and I really should leave to go to work. Today is my second day just by myself at work. I'm a little bit nervous because I don't want to make another mistake, you know. So I'm just going to try and enjoy it, not make a mistake, just stay calm. Yeah, I really should get going. We're actually bringing lunch to work today, which is pretty good. So we've got couscous, we've got chicken, we've got some yogurt, and I've just put loads of Cholula hot sauce on top. Yeah, if you haven't tried Cholula hot sauce already, man, it is really good. I definitely recommend. I've been waiting for it to go on offer at Lidl because they have like different weeks. So this week, or I think it was like last week, was Mexican week. They only sell it at Mexican week, but they sell it cheaper than any other supermarket. So I picked up 3 bottles, and already I'm like halfway done on the first one. So I probably should have bought a lot more. So it turns out today I'm actually working with someone, so I'm not by myself, which calms the nerves a little bit, gives me a little bit more time to settle in, I think. It's been very slow today, haven't had many customers at all, but I think I'm just going to try and plan out a little bit of what I want my next video to be, which I think is going to be about my health condition, kind of thing. I say it's a health condition. Basically, I actually just can't burp, which sounds really strange, I know, I can't burp. And so when I'm in like social situations, if I'm bringing in a lot of air, like through talking or like if I had any fizzy drinks or anything like that, basically the carbonated air or whatever it is, or CO2, will go into my body, and then as it will kind of go back up to, you know, for a normal person to burp, for me it just kind of like sits in wherever it sits, and then it creates like pressure in like my tummy and my neck, and will make me start to feel a bit nauseous, and I'll get like pain around here, and it makes it quite hard sometimes to do social things, because like if I'm laughing a lot, also when I'm like anxious and things like that, it kind of brings it on, and I'll start making these like weird gurgling sounds. It sounds a bit like a really quiet dinosaur. Yeah, and I'll get pain, and basically the only way to relieve it is to lie on my back. So if I go to like social events, sometimes I might need to go in my car and lie on my back in the car, which is quite awkward to do really. But if I don't do that and it just gets worse, I will eventually just feel more and more sick until like my body, it'll try and make me be sick basically to bring up the air, but it's not fun when it gets to that stage. I know it sounds like a little thing, but it can actually be quite a impacting thing in social events, and that's also another, probably a contributing reason to why I don't drink alcohol, because of that reason. But also a lot of drinks are fizzy, and if I drink fizzy drinks, like I just suffer. But again, you can see the positive side of that, and I'm not really a big drinker into like a Coca-Cola or like fizzy sugary drinks, because they make me, yeah, it gives me pain. Although Coca-Cola, Pepsi tastes amazing. So I think if I didn't have this thing, I'd probably drink it way too much. So that's the only silver lining. Anyway, enough about that. I thought it would be cool to make a video about that, because I've never met anyone in real life who has the same thing. If I could like connect with or give anyone else who has the same thing a bit of like relatability, I thought that would be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm gonna eat this because I literally have like 15 minutes left. So it's gonna be like an eating challenge at this point. Bring it back, bring it back. Bring it back here. No, don't attack Lottie. Ugh. Good afternoon. The weather's a lot nicer today. It probably reflects in this video. Since I've decided what I'm going to do and I'm not looking for graduate jobs, I feel like life is a lot more digestible. Like there's less I'm trying to focus on all at once. I just want to live a bit slower and more peacefully and have a more calm like state of mind, and that's what I'm trying to have. Another thing is that I've kind of realized that I think quite negatively sometimes. Like, I'll kind of think about a worst case scenario, or what if this person like doesn't like me, or what if this is happening or something like that. It's just not a nice headspace to be in, and I understand that maybe that's like a survival mechanism to like imagine like the worst case scenario, and then you can kind of work through it, but 99% of the time that's not what's going on, so it's not very useful. So I'm gonna try and shift that into like thinking more positively and kind of imagining the best case scenario, and then try and like manifest that and try and think positively, because why wouldn't that happen? And it's a much nicer and better kind of state of mind to be in than to think negatively. Also, this is a big achievement for me. 16, 17, 18. We got there. We got to 18 videos. I'm really proud of that, to be honest. I really, at the start of the year, didn't believe that I'd hit it. And as the year went on, you know, I didn't upload much at the start of the year, and the longer it went on, I was like, I didn't know how I would live up to my older videos. I didn't feel like I was capable of that quality anymore, and I was like, how the hell am I gonna get to 18 videos? And my perfectionist mindset just grew out of control, and I'm pretty happy to say that I think it's pretty much dissipated. I hit 18 videos, and I'm gonna go over. I don't know what the next goal is, maybe 24, something like that. I don't know, but I'm uploading consistently, and it's not exactly about this number anymore. It's just more about improving, making consistent videos, trying to get more watch time hours so we can get monetized. So I'm trying to book my graduation place, and it's given an option to buy photography. And look at this, one image for £37, two images for £60. I need to get in on this. I'll see if my mum wants one, but I might just take my camera, hand it to her, and get her to take a couple photos of me. And then we get the actual file. I might have to teach her how to use the camera first. I didn't know you had to pay for graduation. Well, what am I going to do, not pay? I don't really have a choice if I want to go to graduation. I just thought it would be free for some reason, you know, like that's like your reward, but you kind of have to pay for your reward for doing uni. So I got some Waitrose red tomato pesto because they specifically use olive oil. So got some lovely pesto pasta with chicken and some reduced salmon. That was also in Waitrose. Bit of a taste for the future. This is where I'm going to be shopping all the time when I'm older.
Season 2 of HBO. But there's a recognition.
Good afternoon. It's the second day working by myself. It's lunchtime right now, and I am actually exhausted. Unfortunately, I didn't bring a packed lunch, so I've had to spend £4 or like £3.75. But I got a lovely southern fried chicken wrap, as per usual when I get these. Today I got like an orange juice kind of thing, and I also got for the snack this like kind peanut butter bar thing. Basically, in my cousin Ben's video, he said that these are healthy, well, the kind things are, so I'll give them a try, see what they're like. Anyway, I've got about 12 minutes to eat all this, and then I've got to go back in, so I'm going to try and rest up, just, I don't know, watch a YouTube video or something. I wish I could like plug my arm into my car or something and it charges my brain up and I become sharper again. But like, I'm not sharp. Maybe it's because I haven't really eaten much. I've had a protein shake, that's it. So I'll eat this, hopefully I'll feel better. These are really nice. Definitely recommend. Right, so I made no mistakes today. Don't give me a round of applause. I'm not that bad at my job, I just, you know, shit happens, but no shit happened this time. We did well. At the very start, my confidence was quite low, I'm not gonna lie. But by the end, like, I feel good. Like, I did a lot of different currencies today, and I did them well, and I double checked literally everything, and I think that's just the trick. You just double check. But yeah, now I have 2 days off to focus on YouTube and try and make some progress. I bought this vegetable pizza. I would have bought a meat one, but they didn't have one. So I got this. I will eat some fish with it. That was £2.50. That's a good advantage of working here, is that you get like the cheap food, which unfortunately it's not always what you want. It's not like lovely chicken and stuff. It's the stuff people don't buy, isn't it? But lovely vegetable pizza. I will enjoy that, and that'll save me a bit of time cooking tonight. So autumn is definitely here. The leaves are turning quick, man. I love this season. It's just really beautiful. After playing football the other day, my legs are aching, my left knee is hurting. I've got 2 blisters on the back of my feet. Not fun. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm kind of embarrassed I'm not that embarrassed. It's probably a common thing. I haven't trained legs at the gym in like 2 months. It started off with, I didn't train them because I was playing football, and when I played football, I didn't want them to be achy for football, and they would be achy from football. So that was my excuse, and then I haven't played football in like a month and a half. And yeah, I just haven't been doing leg day, so I want to get back into it. I used to love leg day. I used to love going and doing squats and leg press and going really hard when I was back at uni. But then I had this like health thing where like, I think it might have come from squatting too heavy and like straining too much, but I basically had like a weird thing where I had like kind of water that would like drip from my nose whenever I like looked down or like bent over. It's a very strange thing. I think it was basically because I strained too much. I didn't go to the gym for 6 months during that period, about 2.5 years ago. So ever since then, I think I've been a bit worried and a bit scared to do squats because I don't want that to happen again. But I do miss it, man. I do miss it. Anyway, so I still haven't heard anything back. I still haven't had a phone call from the company that wanted to talk to me about how video could complement a project of theirs, which I feel a bit strange about, and I don't want to like lose them as a client or not get this job. So I'm gonna email them today just to make sure. Well, hopefully they'll reply, and I'll just say I'm free today and tomorrow. Like, give me a call whenever you're free. I was also thinking, right, that kind bar that I had yesterday gave me an idea. I thought it was really nice, right? And that's the first one I've ever had, right? And then I remembered, I'm a YouTuber. Admittedly, I'm not a very big one, but I could email them and ask them, would you like to sponsor the next episode of my series? And I'll like give an honest review of some of your products if you send them to me. Why not? I've never had a sponsor before. I've never reached out to a brand or anything like that, so I don't know how any of it works. I don't know if I'm being a bit cheeky here, but those products are healthy, I think, and I would like to try more. And as long as I can be honest, like, might as well try. But this is business, right? Business is... I was going to say business is being cheeky, but that's just a bit strange, isn't it? Business is trying to put your foot in the door as much as possible until someone opens it and says, yeah, okay. Oh dear, my feet do not look great. I will not show you because you probably don't want to see it. Let's get to it. Okay, I just got a call back from the company. I emailed them and then they just called me back like 10 minutes after. And they basically said that so many people have seen the films that I made for that company. It's just received, she said, phenomenal feedback, which has made me unbelievably happy. And so they want me to film an event for like half a day in a couple weeks time. So that's amazing. And also they want me to film a whole project. So they want me to go to different locations and do kind of what I did already, like a kind of day in the life, I think, something like that. So that's going to be a whole project and that's going to make like lots of separate videos. So this is good, man. This is really good. I've got some proper good work here. Gonna get paid for it. I'm gonna get great experience. Holy shit. It literally couldn't have gone better. It literally couldn't have gone better. They're gonna email me all the details and then I can price it up. And apparently a different office wanted to get me in to do stuff for them, but they wanted to keep me. I'll do it all. I'll do it all, man. I'll do it all. I'm really happy about that. Let's go. Big win. Big win. I just remembered, for the films I made with Ben, I used his microphone, like a lavalier one. I don't have one. Gonna have to buy one of them quickly. And it'll be better for these videos because I can then easily talk to the camera, whatever. You'll find out. I'm also a little bit nervous, but that's to be expected. But, you know, I've got evidence and proof that I can do this and I'm capable and I'm good at it. This is what I do, man. This is what I'm good at. So I've just contacted Kind to see if they'd want to sponsor my next series video. Bit of a shot in the dark, but we'll see what happens. Episode 8 is done. Just uploaded episode 8. I'm really trying to go for a successful thumbnail and title here. It's a bit different to my usual ones, but we'll see how it performs. Right, so for the next 3 days, I am working all day, so there isn't much to record, but I've got another meal deal. Yes, I didn't meal prep, which is not great, but we've got a Kind bar, which reminded me. I contacted Kind and said if they wanted to sponsor my next episode of the series, but they got back to me the next day and said no. So I'm not going to give them any more free advertising. I'm going to eat this, but that's the last time you'll see Kind on the channel until I potentially get a sponsorship in the future. Since they said no, I kind of want to win them over in a way, so I think that's something for the future. I'll reach back out to them maybe when I have some more subscribers, and then maybe I'll get a Kind sponsorship. Anyway, today I woke up and I felt really happy on the way to work today. With the stress off my shoulders of getting a graduate job and realizing that I've actually got videography jobs coming up and YouTube is doing better, I feel a lot of hope and I'm happy where I am and I'm saving money from this job. It feels really good to chase my dreams. There are a couple things I need to do today after work to do with like the business side of things and ordering stuff, so I'm gonna cut to them. Thought I should probably do a cool transition. Ready? Good evening. It is almost 8 o'clock. I've got home from work and honestly I'm exhausted. I believe we had around 33 customers. I know that might not sound a lot, but when you're like counting money out every single time, like it uses up brain power essentially. Anyway, for videography, I need to buy some proper wireless microphones. It's £199, so quite a big purchase. And also we need to buy like the lavalier like wire things so you can like clip a little microphone onto there because that looks even more professional. And I'm going to use the Amazon gift cards that I earned from working with the company last time. So the gift cards worked, making it half price. I am technically reinvesting what I earned, so that's good. Never mind, it says the delivery is for December, which does not work. I have to buy it on a different website now, so I can't use the Amazon gift cards. It's fine. I'll make it back. It's an investment, It's going to be good for videography. And honestly, it's probably going to improve the audio for these videos as well. So this is really cheeky, but I've put a PayPal link to send me money if you wanted to. You don't have to by any means. These videos are free. But I don't make any money from YouTube at the moment because I'm not monetized. So if you wanted to, the option is there. I've put a PayPal link in the description of my videos, so it's just an option if you want it to be. Good morning, I'm just about to go to work. Sorry, this lighting is rubbish. The weather is so nice today, and I think that's probably one of the only downsides of working where I work, or where I work, working in an office or a location that's inside. You just have to be inside all day, and you don't get to be under the sun or see the beautiful blue sky or nature or whatever. So I just make sure that next week, when I'm not working much, I'll experience a lot of nature and hopefully the weather will be as good as this. But anyway, got 6 hours of work to do. I will see you after work. I didn't bring lunch again today, but this was on offer, 74p, basically free. Save a bit of money there. After today, I'm not working for like 5 days, so that's good. My job is basically to count money all day, which is kind of interesting because I'm just trying to earn money myself. So I kind of feel like money doesn't seem as much anymore because I'm dealing with quite a lot each day. Anyway, I got another meal deal. There wasn't a lot of choice, so today I got a katsu chicken wrap, a Lucasade Sport. These are good because I think they've got electrolytes in them, and I went to the gym this morning. I'm not gonna show what this is because they haven't sponsored me. I'm sure you have absolutely no idea who I'm talking about. Anyway, I've got 3 kind of things that I'm thinking about at the moment. Number 1 is I got a parking fine, which is just brilliant. £85 because when I went to work almost a month ago now, when I did some training, I forgot to register my car. Messaged my boss or a manager today and they said they'll sort it and it will be cancelled. So that's good. I was a bit worried about that. Second thing, I'm trying to figure out whether I should register for being a sole trader or register a limited company. With a limited limited company, it sounds more professional. It kind of gives me more credibility. So I think more businesses would be like, oh, he's got his own company, let's work with him. In comparison to if I was just a sole trader where I don't have an official registered company. But with a sole trader, the tax is easier. With a limited company, it's his own entity. So then you have to deal with where that money's going to go. So then you'd have to pay yourself a salary. Maybe then you pay yourself dividends. Then maybe if there's some money left in the account, you'd have to pay corporation tax on that. So there's quite a lot of taxes. While if I was a sole trader, I think I just do a self-assessment because I am the business. So for now, a sole trader seems like it's the most logical and easiest thing to do because there's the less hurdles. I could always just be a sole trader and then change to a limited company later on. Most importantly, I need to open a business bank account so then I can get paid into that so it's separate to my personal finances. The last thing I've been thinking about is my pricing. I've pretty much decided what my rates are, but what I'm worried about is what if they're like, oh, that's a lot more than we expected. We're not really interested in this anymore. That's what I'm really scared of. But the thing is, I'm kind of setting the bar here. I don't want to set it too low. I'd rather set it too high and then bring it down. I'm going to set a price I wouldn't go below. And I'm going to set the price that I want to propose, which will be the fair price that I think I'm worth. I might say the price and they might be like, yeah, that's fine. They might be used to working with, whole production companies. I'll be doing something a production company would do, but for much cheaper because it's just me. Oh, great. I have 3 minutes left. I haven't even started eating. Alright, I'm gonna consume food extremely fast. Right, so it's 6:30, just finished work. 3 days of work done, no mistakes, went well. It feels good, you put me under pressure being by myself and you're forced to adapt and evolve. A couple of weeks ago, I made a mistake. I was very worried, I was very anxious and I wasn't very confident working here. But I've worked here for the last 3 days. Made no mistakes and my confidence has shot up. But you put yourself in the situation, you're forced to adapt and evolve, and then you overcome. I will see you tomorrow. Day of the meeting. Let's go. You can hear me okay. This is the new microphone I bought. I needed it for videography. It's currently 10:46, 2 p.m. I've got the client call, which is exciting. I'm nervous, but I'm confident and I'm excited all at the same time. But what I'm a bit worried about, if I'm being honest, is today at home, there's decorating going on. I feel high tension there. I'm feeling a bit more anxious. I feel like because of that, there's a lot going on and I feel like I need to be in my own space or like somewhere without anything going on so I can focus on what I need to focus on to get this meeting to go my way. I need to quickly go and have something to eat. I don't want to have any carbs because I feel like carbs are going to make me feel a bit tired. Then I'm thinking I'm just going to go to a nearby cafe. Yeah, just prepare for the meeting. It's on Teams, so I also need to download that. I really hope it goes well because if it does, I've got a client, I've got money coming in, I'm getting experience and the business is actually going well then. And the more work I do, I think the easier it is to then get further work for other clients. And even if, God forbid, it didn't go well, it would still be experience of a meeting. All I can do is my best. That's what we're going to do. Hope the mic quality is good as well. So I will see you in the cafe. Right, so I'm all ready for my meeting. I've got a whole document on my computer on the notes of, I think, pretty much every question I want or need to ask. I've got a lot of information I could draw from. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a bit nervous, because I don't know what to really expect, but I'm also excited and confident. I'm going to secure the deal. So I'm just in my bedroom because where else can I do the meeting? Nowhere really. But on Teams, look at that. I am in a lovely office space in a skyscraper. It looks absolutely fine. You can't see where I am at all. Anyway, wish me luck. So it's 2:30, no sign of anything. I've been in the call for 45 minutes. Yeah, I've sent them a couple emails, heard nothing. They haven't joined the call. I'll keep you updated. I don't know how long I should wait because I've already waited half an hour. That's quite a long time. I'm sure that they're just, they've been caught up on something. It went well, of course, obviously, it went well. I'm Tom in the sky. I didn't really need to ask many questions because they covered pretty much everything. It wasn't the full brief. They're gonna send that to me in a couple days, and I didn't tell them the pricing because they said after they send the brief they'd like it if I emailed them a quote, so we'll do that. So they want me to do 2 projects. I've written down all the information. The first one is a smaller one. It's capturing an event, and that's in about 2 weeks time, 3 weeks time. And then the second project is a lot bigger, going to be probably multiple days of filming across a couple months, multiple days of editing, and I don't really know what to do with myself now. The whole day has been leading up to that meeting. Testing out the microphones again today. We've come to an orbitorium or an abatorium.
Arboretum.
Let's go see some trees.
I threw them at my face.
Whoa. I love the sound of crunching leaves.
Yeah, I
Crunch on as many leaves as possible,
do.
so
Ooh,
I bet the mic will pick it up.
we've run out of leaves.
Good morning. It is Halloween today, so happy Halloween. You can't really beat a bit of Marmite on crumpets. If you're not from the UK, you might have no idea what a crumpet is, which is quite interesting to me. But it's like toast, but it's not toast. You use it as if it is toast, but it's like, I don't know, it looks a bit like a sponge, but it's like a savoury kind of thing. Now, a lot of people love Marmite, a lot of people hate Marmite. I'm definitely on the love side. I don't have it every day, but I do really like it. Anyway, this morning I've got some editing to do. So my friend Scott over at Techno Eclipse has asked me to edit a couple shorts for him, which is great. This is Scott on my laptop screen. Hello, Scott. I was gonna do the edit yesterday after going to the orbitorium, but I had some like pain like around my heart, which was a bit weird. It was just like kind of aching, and I've had it before. I have it quite rarely, on and off, for the last probably like 3-4 years, but I haven't had it for like months. I can't remember a single time this year where I've had it, but yesterday it was just like, it was consistent, and it was I got home and it was still there, so I just kind of like relaxed and went to bed early and stuff, and now I've woken up and now it's fine. So I don't know what is going on. If it happens again, I'm gonna go to the doctors, but hopefully it's fine. Made me a bit worried, but yeah, I'll get on with this edit, eat these lovely Marmite crumpets, and then got some pumpkins to carve. Short number 1 is done. The pumpkin is done. I've gone for a more traditional approach in comparison to my brother's. I was thinking I could do a cool montage, but it's just such an average pumpkin, except you can see right all the way through it. And the second short is also done. So I've just read in an email from my bank that the average first time deposit in the UK is just over 50,000. Now that is a spooky fact on Halloween for me. It seems like this happens a lot where I'm like, on my days, like, how am I actually going to move out next year? And then I go on Rightmove and have a look at a lot of like properties, and I'm like, oh wow, like I get amazed by the high end ones, and I'm like, how do I get that? How do I get a fucking estate for myself? I don't know how any of this is going to work out. After this series, I want there to be another series and another series, and one day I'll be in one of these houses that I couldn't even imagine living in. It's easy to dream, but it's hard to make your dreams a reality, and I'm still working on just moving out for the first time. you know? But we'll get there, you know? With videography and YouTube being like the main goals at the moment, it feels so unsecure, and the money coming from it might be quite inconsistent. So I'm just gonna see how this videography thing goes, and hopefully I can make some consistent good money from it. I guess it all just depends on how these upcoming jobs go and where I can move forward from there. But I feel like there has to be something more. There has to be something that gets me like a lot of income or more consistent income. Basically, the dream would be I work 2 days a week or 3 days a week doing videography, and I can earn like $3,000 a month from that consistently. And obviously, like, I will take more work where I get it, but if I'm able to do that, like, as a bare minimum, that would be living the dream. With YouTube, goal is still to get monetized this year, so we've got 2 months left. But the most important goal to getting monetized on YouTube is getting 4,000 watch time hours in the last 365 days. Currently, the last day of October, Halloween, I've got 1.5. I need another 2.5 in 2 months. There's no clear path paved out to any of these things. You just have to like keep swinging your sword in the mist and hope that you hit a money tree or something. I don't know. That's what it feels like. I feel like I'm just like in the mist and I can't see where I'm going. And also there's a path over there which kind of leads to nice things, and that's a 9-to-5 job, and I'm just like not going there because I'm like, there might be a money tree down there. That's how it feels. That's pretty much it. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. It's probably what will happen. It's what happens in this series, isn't it? You keep seeing me tomorrow, and I don't know what's happening tomorrow, but you do apparently. Oh, kickflip. So I forgot to mention, but episode 8 is performed well, but nowhere near as well as the last couple videos. Like this a month or two ago would have been insane, but now it's just like kind of okay. I mean, it's a 5 out of 10. Also, 1,400 subscribers, which is really good. We've just been paid £41.89 for doing the editing for my friend. Good evening. As you can see, I got a little haircut yesterday. Very nice, and I didn't even have to pay because my mum's partner did it for me, which is very great. One downside of moving out next year will be that I will have to go to a barber's and pay money, so that's going to be fun. Anyway, yesterday I went to a party. It was a family one, and if I'm being honest, I was feeling a bit anxious about it. Anxiety is the most annoying thing ever because you get like a seed in your head of anxiety, and it's so hard to get rid of it. It's hard to get out of the headspace. So I went to the gym not too long beforehand, and that actually made me feel a lot better. I'm comfortable, and it just makes me feel good. It's an environment that makes me feel good. To get a pump, which helped my confidence, not gonna lie. And I went to the party, and I was nervous to start with, but then within 10 minutes, you know, like the nervousness dissipates and you get used to it and you settle in. And this happens almost every time. And it is so frustrating, but the gym helped. Overthinking is a real thing, man. A lot of the time, you think too much and it actually hinders things. Like right now, I'm talking to you on my phone on the camera. And if I think too much about what I'm about to say, I will then concentrate on what I'm about to say instead of actually concentrating on what I'm saying, if that makes sense. I wish I was just a switch you could just press and your overthinking kind of goes away and you can just concentrate on the present moment. It's a hard thing, and I really hope it'll get better over time. Right, good evening. It is Sunday. As you can see, for this fortnight we made £89. We made £41 through Videography, through making those shorts for my friend. And then we made £48 for a very kind donation from my friend Sean, who's also a YouTuber. I don't know the exact hours, but we worked over 35, I think, which means we should be getting paid next week. Also next week, we're actually doing the filming, hopefully, right? I've got to give them, the company, a quote. Hopefully it all goes well. I'm going to be asking for a 50% deposit before I start. So this is really exciting. Episode 10 might be the first episode we get over $1,000 on the total. For this series, that is a big, big achievement. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're not there yet. We still got a lot of work to do to get there. £89 really isn't too bad. That's actually third out of all of the episodes, so that's good. I've been talking to Scott a little bit, and he has suggested the idea of me editing full videos for him, which means I'd be getting paid a bit more and doing a bit more work, which would be really awesome. And that also made me think, like, why can't I do editing for more YouTubers, you know? But I think the problem with that is I just need to kind of, you know, connect with the YouTuber. They need to know I exist, and I need to talk to people who need editing, basically. So that might be me just trying to network and waiting for like the right opportunities to come about. Also, to be honest, I have just watched like through the series, just like skipped through bits and watched a couple parts, and it's actually crazy how much has changed in the last 100 days, because we hit 100 days this episode. Even my glasses, right? So I was wearing these glasses at the start of the series. I know this is so like unimportant, but I switched for some reason like a couple episodes ago, and it felt like I was wearing those glasses for ages. Then like this part of the glasses actually came off today, so I've switched them. And yeah, it's kind of I don't remember wearing these at the start of the series. So much has changed, including my glasses. But I also was reading through the comments, and honestly, like, it made me so happy. Firstly, like, I loved like watching back my life, to be honest, and seeing all the kind words in the comments really made me happy. And I don't know, it brought up my confidence and stuff. Naturally, I'm really not the most confident guy. I've never really been the most confident, and honestly one of my biggest fears is public speaking, which is crazy because possibly 1,000 people might be listening to me speak right now, but I'm not going to think about that too much because it's going to make it hard. But I've always been very ambitious. I think that is a part of me, and that's what drives me forward. I can't see myself giving up. A big motivator at the moment is moving out with my girlfriend, because I really want to live with her. And also I've got 2 months to get monetized on YouTube to achieve this goal, so I've got to go hard. I've really got to lock in from here. The plan is to just keep moving up a level, and just try and get more work, try and make more money, and try and achieve the goal of moving out and getting to £3,200 a month. I've been looking at house prices. I look on Rightmove almost every day, honestly, looking at renting, looking at buying, and I think it would be pretty hard to especially buy a house, but also rent, and even get approved to rent if I was earning less than £3,000 a month. In the UK, like, house prices, they're quite high. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Try not to be awkward this time, because I'm awkward in literally every single outro. It's kind of my thing. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next episode. Comment something. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Just leave a comment. Like, you can tell me what your shopping list, what you had for dinner. Tell me what you had for dinner, what you're having for dinner tonight, or what you had for dinner tonight. And that will show that you watched right till the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you're doing well. Take care, and see you in the next one. I really want to say peace. Drink water. Look at this. Awesome transition.